Developments tonight in the IRS targeting of conservative groups. The attorney for former IRS official Lois Lerner saying that she will not testify this Wednesday, but they have requested now a one-week delay for her, so the suspense continues on that front. This is a woman whose organization was targeted by the IRS, testifying before Congress at a hearing last week. Beth Martin says it took 3 years, 2 months, 10 days and tens of thousands of dollars for her organization to finally get the tax-exempt status that they requested. And she only got it, get this, the night before she was scheduled to testify before Congress. That seem funny to you? Beth Martin, co-founder of Tea Party Patriots, joins me now. Beth, welcome. Good to have you here today.
Thank you, Megan.
It's Martha tonight. It's nice to have you with us tonight. Take me through that. Take me through what happened. So did you get a letter? You're getting ready to testify and suddenly you get a phone call? How does it work?
Well, we knew on Monday of last week that I would be testifying. I was formally invited to testify. And on Wednesday afternoon, before the testimony on Thursday, our attorneys got a phone call from the IRS saying that we would be granted our 501c4 status. We still don't have any paperwork approving us officially. We do have a phone call to our attorneys, which was the day before I was set to testify, and it was also the day before our 5-year anniversary of the Tea Party movement last week.
Yeah. So that was curious timing, to be sure. In terms of the different qualifications and the different rules that have been put in place since all of this blew up, Kim Strassel at the Wall Street Journal says that she believes that the IRS has used this opportunity to actually expand and formalize the restrictions that they had in place in the first place.
Yes, all of the proposed regulations that the IRS have in effect right now for organizations such as Tea Party Patriots are the same. It's the same kind of behavior the IRS has used to target organizations like mine around the country. We know that 100% of conservative organizations were indeed targeted in the last 3.5 years. And what they were doing to us is now going to become, it will become fixed into the regulations if they actually go forward with this. And it limits things such as it will make us account for volunteer activity, what volunteers say, and also how much their time is worth as volunteers. It will also make us go through and before an election, we won't be able to have information on our website about how members of Congress voted.
So they're cracking down. They want to make sure there's no political activity because that's the benchmark that they used for giving out this tax-exempt status. But they struck a deal, too. If you took it from 49% to 40%, you could get a quicker resolution on your application, right?
They did. They called it an expedited process. So after 2.5 years of being targeted, they told us last July if we took this special deal and agreed to a lower threshold than all the rest of the organizations who were not targeted, that they would expedite our process. But there's something that I want to make very, very clear. These regulations have been in place since 1959. That's a decade before man landed on the moon. A decade before man landed on the moon. And what they're doing now is they're changing the definition of political activity.
Yeah,
my organization hasn't been involved in political activity as it's defined today.
Beth, thank you very much. Good to have you here tonight.
Thank you.